Now we will begin with next part of the lesson, page number 77. The part becoming a World Heritage Site. There are 5 steps in becoming a World Heritage Site. The first of which is for a country or state party to take an inventory of its significant cultural and natural sites. This is called the tentative list. And it is important because nominations to the World Heritage List will not be considered unless the nominated site was first included on the tentative list. Next, countries are then able to select sites from their tentative lists to be included on a nomination file. The third step is a review of the nomination file by 2 advisory bodies consisting of the International Council on Monuments and Sites and the World Conservation Union, who then make recommendations to the World Heritage Committee. The World Heritage Committee meets once a year to review these recommendations and decide which sites will be added to the World Heritage List. The final step in becoming a World Heritage Site is determining whether or not a nominated site meets at least one of 10 selection criteria. If the site meets this criteria, it can then be inscribed on the World Heritage List. Once a site goes through this process and is chosen, it remains the property of the country on whose territory it sits, but it also becomes considered within the international community. Now, I will explain line by line. There are some words. Inventory means a detailed list, recommendation, suggestion, proposals. There are 5 steps in becoming a World Heritage Site. Now, how the site becomes a World Heritage Site? There are 5 steps. How many steps are there? 5 steps through which that site has to travel. And after completing all the 5 steps, the site can be included in the category of World Heritage Site. Now we are going to talk about 5 steps. Very first step, the first of which is for a country or state party. State party means the selected country to take an inventory. Inventory, detailed list of its significant cultural and natural sites. That country or that particular country or state party has to make a list of historical, cultural places, those that country thinks are very important for humanity. Take an inventory of its significant cultural and natural sites. This is called the tentative list. This primary inventory list is called as tentative list. What is tentative list? It is made by state party. It is made by country. Okay, country makes a list, inventory, list of historical and cultural, natural places of historical and naturally important can be included in this category. It is called as tentative list. Okay, and it is important because nominations to the World Heritage List will not be considered unless the nominated site was first included on the tentative list. Now remember, it is very important to include the site's name in tentative list. If the site's name is not on the tentative list, then what will happen? World Heritage Committee will not consider any place as a World Heritage Site if that places name is not included in tentative list. That is why tentative list is very important. Who makes? Country or state party makes tentative list. Okay. State party or the country makes inventory. That inventory is called as tentative list. Now, next countries next countries are then able to select sites from their tentative list to be included on a nomination file. Means it will be easy for the country to select particular site. They can recommend to include this place in the category of World Heritage Site. The third step is a review of the nomination file by two advisory bodies consisting of the International Council on Monuments and Sites and a World Conservation Union. Now, what is third step? A review of a nomination file. There are two advisory bodies, which are first advisory body, International Council on Monument and Sites, and second advisory body, World Conservation Union. What is the role and function of these advisory bodies? These advisory bodies will review of the nomination file, who then make recommendations. These two advisory bodies will make recommendations. Recommendations means they will tell to World Heritage Committee to include this place's name in the category of World Heritage Site. The World Heritage Committee meets once a year. Means generally in a year they meet and they discuss about places, which places should include in the category of World Heritage Site. They will discuss about all those things. Okay. Once a year to review these recommendations and decide which site will be added to the World Heritage List. The final step, that is fifth step in becoming a World Heritage Site, is determining whether or not a nominated site meets at least one of 10 selection criteria. They have decided some criteria, and the site must fulfill those criteria. Otherwise, the name of the site will not be included in the category of World Heritage Site. Means the particular place, if that place wants to become a World Heritage Site, that place must fulfill all the conditions put by World Heritage Committee. If the site meets these criteria, it can then be inscribed. Inscribed means included on the World Heritage List. Once a site goes through this process and is chosen, it remains the property of the country on whose territory it sits. Here it means once the site is chosen as a World Heritage Site, then it will become the property of that country, as well as it will become the property of world community, international community. Okay, means it will not be the property of only that country. It will become the property of whole international community, as it is having cultural, natural importance to the humanity. Now, next part, that is page number 77, and name of the part is types of World Heritage Sites. Now we are going to talk about types. As of 2009, there are 890 World Heritage Sites that are located in 148 countries. 689 of these sites are cultural and include places like Sydney Opera House in Australia and the historic center of Vienna in Austria. Listen, Australia and Austria, these are two different countries. 176 are natural and feature such locations as USS Yellowstone and Grand Canyon National Parks. What is this? These are the names of parks. 25 of the World Heritage Sites are considered mixed, that is natural and cultural. Peru's Machu Picchu is one of these. Italy has the highest number of World Heritage Sites with 44. What about our country? India has 36, 28 cultural, 7 natural and 1 mixed. World Heritage Sites. The World Heritage Committee has divided the world countries into 5 geographic zones, which include Africa, Arab states, Asia Pacific, including Australian, Oceania, Europe and North America, and Latin America and the Caribbean. Now I will explain line by line. By 2009, there are 890 World Heritage Sites. Means before 11-12 years, 890 World Heritage Sites were there in the current world. There are located 148 countries. These sites are located in different countries, 148 countries, and 689 out of 890 are cultural and include places like the Sydney Opera House. In the country of Australia, there is Opera House in the city of Sydney. You can see on Google Internet, type Opera House, you will get all the information. In Australia, and the Historic Center of Vienna in Austria. And there is a historic center in the city of Vienna in the country of Austria. 176 are the natural and feature such locations as USS Yellowstone and Grand Canyon National Parks. These are the names of parks in America: Yellowstone and Grand Canyon National Parks. 25 of the World Heritage Sites are considered mixed. 25 are mixed World Heritage Sites, that is natural and cultural. Means 25 sites show natural and cultural aspects, things. Peru's Machu Picchu. What is Machu Picchu? Is the name of the World Heritage Site. Is one of these. Italy has the highest number of World Heritage Site. Listen, very important. Italy is one of the smallest countries in the world, area wise. I am talking about area. But there are 44 World Heritage Sites in this country, Italy. Means it is very proud thing for that country. Now we will talk about India. There is information about India also given. India has 36, that is 28 cultural, 7 natural and 1 mixed. Now the explanation of 36 has been given here. 28 cultural, 7 natural and 1 mixed. World Heritage Sites. The World Heritage Committee has divided the world countries into 5 geographic zones, which include, now the World Heritage Committee has divided this world into 5 zones. Very first, Africa. Second, Arab states. Third, Asia Pacific, including Australia and Oceania. Europe and North America. And the last one, Latin America and Caribbean islands. Now the concluding part of the lesson, World Heritage Sites in danger. Very important. We must take care of all the World Heritage Sites. That is why part has been given here. Every human being, every single person in the existing world must take care. World Heritage Sites in danger. Like many natural and historic cultural sites around the world, many World Heritage Sites are in danger of being destroyed or lost due to war, poaching, natural disasters like earthquakes, uncontrolled urbanization, heavy tourist traffic, and environmental factors like air pollution, acid rain. World Heritage Sites that are in danger are inscribed on a separate list of World Heritage Sites in danger, which allows the World Heritage Committee to allocate resources from the World Heritage Fund to that site. In addition, different plans are put into place to protect and restore the site. If, however, a site loses the characteristics which allowed for it to be originally included on the World Heritage list, the World Heritage Committee can choose to delete the site from the list. To learn more about World Heritage Sites, visit World Heritage Center's website, that is at wsc.unesco.org. Now I will explain the last part of the lesson line by line. Look at very first line. Like many natural and historic cultural sites around the world, many World Heritage Sites are in danger. Now, many World Heritage Sites are facing the danger of natural and man-made calamities, of being destroyed or lost due to war. Many wars are happening in the world. Recently, we have seen the blast in the city of Beirut, Lebanon. War, poaching. Poaching means poaching, hunting. Natural disasters like earthquakes. There are many natural disasters. One of them is earthquake, and these World Heritage Sites are facing these dangerous calamities. Uncontrolled urbanization. Urbanization means cities are growing and growing. There is no limit. A lot of villagers, they are coming in the city. They are going to city for job purpose, work purpose, service purpose, business purpose, and the villages are becoming vacant, empty. It's a very serious question in the current world, especially in India. Urbanization, cities are growing rapidly like a wildfire. Heavy tourist traffic. Many tourists from the world, they visit different places. Some tourists are naughty, mischievous. They will harm the place. They will break some things unnecessarily because of overconfidence. We should not like these things. We should follow the rules and regulations of the place. It is our responsibility to follow rules and regulation of the place. Otherwise, we will get punishment. And environmental factors like air pollution, acid rain. Many natural and man-made calamities affect World Heritage Site. World Heritage Sites that are in danger are inscribed on a separate list. That is why there is a separate list of these places which are in danger. There is a World Heritage Site in danger, which allows the World Heritage Committee to allocate resources. Allocate means assign, give in our language. They made a different separate list of these places which are in danger, that they can allocate some money to protect those sites. World Heritage Fund to that site. In addition, different plans are put into place to protect and restore the site. And many plans are there to protect the site. If, however, a site loses the characteristics which allowed for it to be originally included on the World Heritage list, the World Heritage Committee can choose to delete the site from the list. If World Heritage Site loses the any characteristics that is required to become a World Heritage Site, then World Heritage Committee can delete that particular site which is lacking the characteristics, which is losing the characteristics which are required for the becoming World Heritage Site. Then World Heritage Committee can delete the name of that place which is losing its characteristics of becoming World Heritage Site from the list. If you want to learn more about World Heritage Site, visit the website. Here website has been given, World Heritage Center's website at WHCUNASCO, that is UNESCO.org. You must access this website and take more information. The present lesson is a collection of information. It's a very important for us. Is not a story, it's just information. There is a focus on conservation and protection of World Heritage Sites. In this lesson, information about how the place becomes World Heritage Site has been given, and the last part covers information about some historical sites are in danger. They are facing the danger. They are facing natural and man-made calamities. That is why there is a separate list. Because of separate list, those sites can get more fund, more money to protect, to construct the damaging part of the site. Okay, the lesson is very easy. You can read the translation in guide also. If you are facing any problem, any difficulty about any word, any phrase, any sentence, you can ask me, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me. Thank you. Have a nice day.